How are solar panels actually made? It starts with common quartz sand, transformed through extreme heat into 99.99% pure silicon, the foundation of modern power. In massive arc furnaces, the sand is melted at temperatures exceeding 2,000 degrees Celsius. This brutal process strips away oxygen, leaving behind raw metallurgical silicon. A tiny seed crystal is dipped into the molten silicon and slowly rotated. As it is lifted, it pulls a single, massive cylindrical crystal known as an ingot. Gigantic diamond wire saws slice the ingot into wafers thinner than a human hair. Precision is critical. Any vibration could shatter these fragile silicon slices. The wafers enter a clean room, where scientists inspect them for microscopic defects. Here, the silicon is textured to trap as much sunlight as humanly possible. The wafers are submerged in chemical baths to create a pyramid-like surface. This microscopic texture ensures that sunlight is trapped and absorbed, not reflected. Inside a high-temperature phosphorus furnace, the silicon is doped. This creates a positive-negative junction, a molecular engine that allows electrons to flow. A thin layer of silicon nitride is applied, giving the cells their iconic deep blue color. This coating minimizes energy loss and maximizes light collection. Precision screen printers apply silver paste to form fine fingers and buzz bars. These metallic lines act as a nervous system, collecting the generated electricity. Robots now connect individual cells into long strings. This is where the power scales up, forming the heart of what will eventually become a solar module. The cells are sandwiched between layers of EVA film and tempered glass. Inside a vacuum laminator, heat fuses them into a single, weatherproof, and solid block. An anodized aluminum frame is fitted for structural strength. On the back, a junction box is installed, serving as the exit point for the generated DC power. Every panel undergoes a flash test. A massive burst of artificial sunlight simulates extreme conditions to ensure the module meets its rated power output. Mass adoption began around 2010 as prices plummeted. Today, standard home systems use an inverter to convert solar DC into the AC electricity that powers your life. Excess energy is stored in lithium-ion batteries. This allows a modern home to run on sunshine even at night, creating a closed loop of energy independence. Beyond individual homes, massive solar farms cover thousands of acres. These utility-scale plants generate gigawatts of power, replacing coal and gas worldwide. A typical home system pays for itself in 6 to 8 years. After that, the energy is virtually free, protecting homeowners from rising utility and grid costs. Every panel produced reduces carbon emissions by tons over its 30-year lifespan. It is a clean, silent revolution that requires no fuel other than light. China, the US, and Europe are leading the charge. Adoption has increased tenfold in the last decade, making solar the fastest-growing energy source in history. New materials like perovskite promise even higher efficiency and lower costs. We are approaching a future where every surface could potentially capture the sun. The true power of solar is realized inside the home. Modern energy hubs, like the Tesla Powerwall, act as the brain of the house. This smart battery system monitors production in real time, deciding when to power the home, when to charge, and when to feed electricity back to the grid for profit. It is a seamless transition that happens in milliseconds, ensuring that even during a total grid blackout, your lights stay on and your life continues, powered entirely by the sun you captured during the day. To survive 30 years in the wild, panels must be indestructible. In testing labs, massive machines fire ice balls at over 100 kilometers per hour to simulate extreme hailstorms. They are baked in ovens at 80 degrees and frozen to -40 over and over again. This ensures that the tempered glass and the internal silicon wafers can withstand the most brutal weather shifts on Earth without cracking. It is the ultimate proof of engineering, turning a fragile wafer into an armored energy generator. Solar technology wasn't born for rooftops. It was born for the stars. In 1958, Vanguard 1 became the first satellite to use solar cells, proving that energy could be harvested in the vacuum of space. For decades, this was a multi-million-dollar technology reserved only for NASA and top-secret satellites. These early cells were hand-assembled, fragile, and inefficient, but they paved the way for the high-tech production lines we see today, moving from the edges of our solar system down to the roofs of our suburban streets. The latest frontier in solar engineering is taking place on water. Floating solar farms, or photovoltaics, are being deployed on reservoirs and lakes worldwide. This solves two problems at once. The water keeps the panels cool, which significantly increases their efficiency, and the panels shade the water, preventing evaporation in drought-prone areas. These massive blue islands represent the next step in maximizing space, turning dead water surfaces into vibrant, floating power plants that can feed entire cities with clean energy. The journey from factory to rooftop is a massive logistical operation. Thousands of panels are packed into reinforced crates and shipped across oceans in giant container ships. On the roof, the work is physical and demanding. Installers must secure heavy aluminum rails directly into the rafters, ensuring a waterproof seal that will last 30 years. The energy captured is DC, but your home runs on AC. This is where the inverter comes in, usually mounted in a basement or garage. This heavy-duty piece of electronics handles thousands of watts every hour, converting raw solar energy into the precise sine wave required by your appliances. It is the most complex part of the system, filled with high-voltage capacitors and copper coils. The final step is the bidirectional meter. When your panels produce more than you use, the meter literally spins backward, sending energy back to the grid. This net metering is why solar is a financial engine. In many regions, the utility company actually pays you for the electricity you provide. The journey from a grain of sand to a functioning home power plant is one of the greatest engineering feats of our time. Today, solar is no longer a luxury for the elite. It is a standard for the modern world. You've seen the full journey.